Hello everyone, welcome to Getting Started with Pivot Tracker. My name is Sule Gimba Usman. This video was developed as part of requirement for the completion of IT602 research seminar class. Pivot Tracker is an Agile software development project management tool that was created by Pivot Labs. It makes it easy for collaboration and information sharing among team members of a particular project. It allows project team to track and prioritize project work and features to be built in their order of importance. Pivot Tracker is available for free on both Android Play Store or Apple Store, and also available as software as a service (SaaS), which means you don't need to install Pivot Tracker on your computer before you can use it. Simply go to www.pivottracker and log on if you have previously created an account, or you can create an account for the first time. Once you have a Pivot Tracker account, you can log in to either the mobile app or the software as a service online platform. The next thing I want to show you on this video is how to install the Pivot Tracker on your mobile phone. This is my Android phone. You can see the screen. So this is the apps. Click here. Then this is the Play Store. You click the Play Store. On the Play Store you can search for the app. Once you get it, you click install. From here it asks you to accept the installation, and then you click accept. Once you accept, the Pivot Tracker is going to install on your mobile phone, and from there you can now open it. Once you open it, it will take you to this page. Here, this is the home page of the mobile Pivot Tracker app. Here you see the username or the email. You can, if you have an account, you can put your username or email here and click next to ask for the password. Then you put in your password. But if you don't have an account yet, you can log in with your sign in with Google. If you have any account with Google, you can use that to sign in into your mobile app. Or then if you don't have that, then you can sign up as a new user. Then you create an account. So I don't want to create an account here. The next I want to show you how to create an account, or how to log in into the Pivot Tracker using the mobile base. So I don't want to sign in here or log in here. I want to do that at the software as a service page, which is a web application. To do that, just go to www.pivottracker.com. Once you log in, this is the home page of the Pivot Tracker. Here you can see the sign in here. So you click sign in. Once you click sign in, it will take you to this page. If you have a user name or email address, you can put that here if you have created an account before. But if you have an account with Pivot Tracker, and you click next, put your password. But if you don't have that, as I said in the mobile page, you can sign in with Google, or we create new account by signing up. So I want to try to create a new account. I'll type in my name. Yes, Sule Gimba is my name. Then I want to use my school email. The company I want to use my school, Minnesota State University, Mankato. Then I click sign up. You can see here it said the email address already exists, so I have an existing account. I don't need to create a new one, so I will just sign in with the account detail. So here I put in the email. I click next. Password. click sign in. So once you successfully logged in, it will take you to the Pivotal Tracker dashboard. Here on the dashboard you can see we have create project, we have project here, we don't have any project yet. So you can see workspace. Here workspace is a group of projects that you can view and manage together in one page. So we don't have a workspace, we'll create a new workspace. I can give it a new name like Suleiman. Then create a workspace. Now you can see if I have an existing project, I can add them to the workspace, but I don't have an existing project. So all I need to do is I can click here, show all project. This is Suleiman workspace, and now see create project. So yeah, I can create my project. I want to give the project mortgage name, mortgage calculator. Then I select an account because I have created an account before. I can select one. If you don't have any account, you can create new account here. It's very simple. Then here is project privacy. We have a private and public. Only people invited to the project can access your private project. Public project, the project is visible to anyone with the link. Only project owner and members can edit. So everybody can view it once they have the link to the project, but they cannot edit it. Only project members and the owner of the project can edit it. So that is still safe. So I want to leave my project for now public. Yeah, there we go. Now to explain this panels, you can see I can collapse this panel here. I can open it. Now you can see my mortgage calculator that is public. You can see here we have stories. I don't have new stories, so here you can see stories, analytics, settings, and members. So the first one is story. In Pivotal Tracker, story refers to the smallest unit of every project. Stories will usually be one-line description of feature that should be implemented in the project. The description can be further expanded in the story detail. So stories are arranged by their priority. The most important ones will be on the top of the list. They are also divided into a few panels based on their status. So what do I mean? If you check here, I have like you can see current iteration, backlog. I can separate these. So now I have my current iteration, backlog, and icebergs. Yeah, current iteration carry the list of stories the team is working on for that week. So a complete iteration lasts for 1 week. After 1 week, another iteration will continue. So here you can see current iteration. I don't have any story yet, but once I create the stories and move them to current iteration, you see them and they will last for 7 days. After 7 days, the iteration will expire and another iteration will continue. Then we talk about the backlog. Backlog panel consists all the story that the product owner, also known as customers, has prioritized for the team to do next. So here we have the current project that they are working on, the current iteration. Once they are done with that, the other stories from the backlog will move automatically to the current iteration. Then the icebergs is like the one we call the stories lake, or you can call it story warehouse, where all the stories are being kept. So icebergs is where you collect all your stories, whether you're starting a project or adding a new stories to an ongoing project. This is where all unprioritized stories live. It is up to the customer to maintain the icebergs and feed story from it to the backlog. So here we have the current project that is running. Here we have the next project that have been prioritized, that will follow the next iteration, that will go into the next iteration after the current iteration. Then the icebergs is all where we can contain all the icebergs contain all the stories that maybe are related to the project we are working on, but now they are not yet prioritized. Maybe the backlog is filled up. Once we move up project from the backlog, or stories from the backlog rather, we can now move stories from the ice box to the backlog. The next thing I want to explain here is my work. Yeah, you see, when I click my work, it has opened too as a panel. Then my work section is connected to all the stories you are currently working on. If you are working on any story, like I have a story here and I'm working on it, when you check my work, you still see the story there, still be on that panel. And you can collapse any panel here if you wanted. Action, just click here. You can say clone panel, combine current iteration and backlog. No, you can click here and you close it. Once you click here, you're gonna close it. You see that disappear. That this one too, this one too, this one too. So you can see everything has gone. I can open them back, backlog, icebox, then my work. So the next thing I will do is I'm gonna create a story before I will explain the other items on the label here. So to create a story, yeah, I'll just click add story. Now I can give the story name, like my project name is mortgage calculator, so I can do the first one, maybe user interface design. So yeah, you can see switch to a full page view of the story if I want that, but I don't need that. So yeah, story type, we have different type of stories. We have a feature that if you are creating a new feature, so this my application is going to be a new feature. Or we have a bug, maybe a software that has been created before, but there are some bugs in it that you need to fix, so you can set the story as a bug. Then the other one is short, something that maybe you just, it's like a feature too that need to be repeated very often. Then the next one is the release. If maybe this is just like the final story that has to follow up, or when the project has successfully concluded, you can create a release story that will wrap up the entire project development process. So yeah, I want to label my story as what feature, that is the story type, sorry. Then the point. Here points specify the difficulty of the project. I can give it 0.1, 2 or 3, or I can give it higher points if I want, which can, so but now I want to give it 3 points. Like you can say 1 point is the least, then followed by second, then third point, that is the order in which the project is difficult. So I want to give it order 3. Yeah. So requester, I'm the one that is requesting it. You can have any other people requesting it. There's a person, like if this is related to another developer or a tester, you can request for the story here, and you see his name, but I've not had any member, which I'm going to do maybe later. Then the owner of the project can be the person that created, or the people that are going to work on it. Like maybe if I'm going to work on this story with someone, maybe like a developer and a tester, I can add them here, but now I don't have anybody yet, so it's still only me, so I can add myself here. Then follow, I'm still the only one. Then blocker, you use that maybe if there is a process that is blocking your progress, maybe you are waiting for an output from another developer, or there is a resource problem that you cannot continue, so you can add a blocker here, something that is stopping you from finishing that's gonna stop you from finishing the project, so, or this story. So this one you can leave it blank now. Then this description, this one is like description of the user interface. How do we gonna do it? Like I can say create user interface using HTML5, CSS, JavaScript, that will be used to interact with the user of the application, something like that. So I had my description. So label, you can mark your stories with labels to make searching for certain features and bugs easier. You can later convert your label to even epics. So here, label means something that at least like a label for me to, for easy identification. Anytime I want to search for the project, I can just type for this story, I can type the label name and it will pop up for me. So I can leave it as maybe step 1. That's a label. So once I'm done here, I had the label, then tags. You can add extra tags to a particular story, and you can do a lot of other things, but for now I want to leave the tags area empty. We can feed that back later. So the overall other thing here, I want to leave them for now. Then I will just click save. You can see my work as the story that I just created. Look, this is the label step 1, and design Sule Gimba, user interface design Sule Gimba. That is the task name. You can see it has not been started. You can hear the story has not been started. So you can see every story has a starting point. You can once I start, it's gonna move to the current iteration. So user interface design step 1. So I can start the project. Yeah, on schedule. It has not been scheduled yet. Create user interface this. So I can schedule the project. Yeah. Start. You can see I just put start and it moved to the current iteration. So here too, I can change this so that it will come to the backlog, or I can also add it to the start. I can change this. It's no, it has not been accepted. It's when a project is completed, that is when you accept it. So I cannot do anything here right now. I want to reject this, and once you reject it, it's gonna be like the story was rejected, which is a failure. So you can accept it, and once I click accept, that means the job has been done because it's my work. If the job is completed and you click accept, it will move out of the iteration. If you reject it, that means the person didn't do a good job. As the project manager or the owner of the project can reject it, and maybe the story will go back to the queue again and be recreated. So I want to add another story here. I can say retrieving information from the form. So here the same process, feature, I leave it as feature, unestimated point, I leave this one as 2 point. Honors, I still leave it as only me. I can leave it empty, then add it later. Block, I still don't have anything. Description, and I said create the features to extract information from the form, from the information, extract information that was or that will be entered by the user. So I had the description there. I just want to save it. You see, you go back to my work, but I've not really done anything with it. You see, it's there, it's still at the inbox. I can move it here. You see, go to the current iteration. I can add another story. Just I can say story test. Do everything, leave the feature at this point. I give it 1 point and I save it. This is another story. Yeah, I can move it here. You see, it's still going to the iteration because the iteration is not filled up yet. Once the iteration is filled up, you can now start going back to the backlog. I add story. I give it name again, like test 3333. I give it name like I give it 2 point. I save it. Add another story. I give it last story. Then it's still feature. I can give it maybe something like bug to be fixed. Then the point here, there's no point because it has been done before. It's not a new story. I'm just recreating it because the project was concluded before. Now it's coming, so there's no point again for that. I've done it to estimate whether it's difficult because I'm just fixing a bug, not recreating the project again. Then the owner, I still give it to Gimbal and stuff like that. So I save it. So once I save it, I got this. I can move it here. It will still be going to the current iteration here. And the good thing here is I can change the order of rearrange the order of my policy. I just change this now and also change here into my work. So once you're done with anyone, this one will go next as the next project, and until this current iteration got filled up based on what is estimated as the velocity. Here we have the velocity as 10. So once this item are up to 10, the current iteration is going to break out and to continue in the second iteration. So that is all about the current iteration, backlog, iceberg, and I want to briefly introduce you to what we call like how to add members. Like you click here, now you can see invite people. I'm the one here, the owner, so I can invite people. Change role, I can change to member. But if I change to member, I will need someone that will be the owner first, so I can invite people. Yeah, click here. So find by name, I can put maybe my name here. So the Gimbal, I'm the owner, so I need another name. Sadiq Tijani. Is Sadiq? We don't have Sadiq here. So I can find by email. Maybe I put my email here, Gimbal Suleiman. gmail.com. So you can see, because I'm using my email there, it's gonna invite me as a member. So click invite, and you see you have someone here. The next one here is gonna be if I invite another person. So that's how you add member. So when you now go to the stories project, we go back here. This is my project. So these are all the stories that I have. I can now edit this one. Yeah, I can add member to it as owner. I can add someone, Gimbal Suleiman too, as owner. So this is, you have two owners here now. So you can always edit the stories, and once you are done with anyone, you can accept it. Once the story has been accepted, you can see it has moved from my work. And when you go to the done project, you see that this one, like this is current iteration. Done here, we don't have anything yet. Then this is block. I've talked about this one, my work. So I can click close this. Icebox, my work, blocked. I can also close that. So you see the way it works. Done. Now, yeah, this is the project now with the highest priority, I can still close it, current iteration. So you see, with all this, you can see that Pivot Tracker is very awesome. Here you can change the setting. I said this is my project title. I can change the name if I want. Then description, add project description here. Then when you come to iteration and velocity, start iteration on Monday, because just like the beginning of the week, I can change it. Then project start date, you can put it there. Just select something like Tuesday 2nd 0102 2018. Then project time zone, I can put that if I want. Then iteration length, I say 1, and once in a week. So I can have more than 1 week for a particular iteration. So I can change my iteration maybe from 1 week to 2 weeks. So until after 2 weeks, that is when another iteration is going to start. So I can put here, but this has to change my velocity and everything that has to do with the iteration. So I still leave it as 1 week. Then point scale, here we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. I can change it to be, we see powers of 2, linear, Fibonacci, which is like 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Anyone I want, I can do custom, but I want to leave it as powers of 2. Then initial velocity is 10. This is automatically calculated by tracker. If I have done any iteration before, it's going to use that one to calculate this velocity. But if I don't have any iteration, it's going to use the default one. But after first iteration, it will be using that one, because it's assuming that if I can finish a work this week, by next for one iteration, if I spend particular hour, then for next week again, you're going to use that one to calculate the number of hours I'm going to spend for that week. It may be more than that, but it will just estimate it for me. Then access, this is project ID. I can use this. Then enable errors, all these ones, I don't need them. ID, email address, sure. So this is all I have. Then you save it, and error, please check your changes and try again later. And this is incorrect, so I can leave this out. I don't need it. So save. I'm fine. So what is new? Help, provide feedback, then analytics. So here you can see 4 points out of 10 points velocity and point accepted. Like the one the project that I just finished, and that one gave me like story accepted 1. That one. Then burn up, I don't have anyone yet. Cumulative flow, I don't have anyone. So Pivot Tracker is very nice and wonderful, and this is where I want to conclude my first video. Hope to see you in the second video. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.